Guys, now we have a really interesting hero. With her spells, as they are, you can just play her like this, like a solo hero with nothing to do with any of this. But there's also a possibility to play her in a way where, as you would play Chen, for example. Because in Chen, even though this is a hero slow, if you cast any enemy heroes, you can also take any enemy unit or like jungle mob, right? Any of those packs. And there's also a nice talent in talent tree on level 20. Allows you to take Ancients. And something that Chen gets on his shard. So two very similar heroes in that regard, but compared to Chen, you do not need to go any of these. If you don't want, you don't need the whole animal kingdom to make the hero great. You know, to have like the highest potential like Chen. Even though it wouldn't be any bad to get him, right? You just kind of how you wanna play her. If you wanna get something like this, control some units, you would probably swap this a bit. You will get something like Helm of the Overlord, maybe Vladimir to buff him. You know, drums. You can combine it and play it like that if you want, but this is gonna be strictly hero without any units under your control. So just purely you. And yeah, the hero is completely fine. Can do a lot of damage. Can cause a lot of problems. Ult is also amazing for any melee attackers, and yeah, some nice combos with the items like Hood and your like free magic recent that you get in the talent tree, stuff like that, you know. So start with the items. Finally, power threads. I just always upgrade boots to this. It gives me some nice attack speed, which is nice for this. This becomes 0 cooldown on last level 4. And you know, extra int gets more damage, gives you more mana regeneration, and yeah, it's just a nice item to start it off. But something like phase boots is also fine if you want, but I just usually go for this. So second item. So this is one of the best heroes in the game to get Pike for. A lot of value can be made, and that is strictly because of the first spell that does all the extra damage depending how far the enemy hero is, right? More the distance between you, the more damage on this. So Pike is one of the most logical items you can get no matter what. Even as a first item, if you want, you can strictly rush it. I kind of make either one of these and then kind of see if I'm going to finish the Pike or just stay on these, because, you know, you get the same effect, you just don't get the push away effect. Depending how the game is, and if you want that, you can get it, but you know, Pike is they gotta be kind of close for you to cast the Pike and get the value. But you know, you'll be getting these two. Dragonlance is really nice, gives you extra range. As it gives you extra range, gives you more damage for this. It doesn't give you any intelligence here. It just gives you agility and strength, which is also really nice. You don't need extra health. Agility is attack speed, and it's armor as well. And the thing is, the other like set of benefits you'll get from four staff. So this is where you get your int and extra health, and whenever you decide to combine them, you get your Pike, and it'll also save one slot in your inventory. So whenever you decide to make it, you can play them like that, or you can just go Pike and boots, power threads, you know, it's completely fine. So this item, pretty much you use everything out of this, and it's really effective, right? You need all of the stats, everything is really used, nothing is wasted on this one. So if you want to rush Pike, just you can just do it. Now, some other interesting items like Hood. You don't have to make Hood at all, but let's say there's a couple of more heroes on the enemy team that kind of like to nuke, right? Some bigger spells, or some spells that like occur often, you know. You would get Hood and you would get a talent here, so it kind of works like a nice combo to kind of build on it. I think Necro has the same thing in the talent tree, if I'm not wrong. Kind of like why you almost always get Hood for Necro as well. It kind of fits with the whole thing. It already blocks some magic damage. You can press it to block 350 on top of that, and then you also get a nice free talent that just buffs it even more. So if you feel like there's a bit of spell damage there on the enemy team that you can't really tank, I mean, not tank, but you know, survive and get away from, you can just kind of get decent combos with as soon as level 10. So if it goes that way, you can just do those, right? It makes sense. Some other items, they just kind of put. Wait, I forgot to put the main one actually. So blacking bar, of course, makes sense. Even though you have all of these, once you like cast your heal, this is AoE. They just, you know, go their own way. They heal around. You cast your slow. There's nothing really else for you to do than to auto attack with this, and this can be a lot of damage potentially because of increased range and whatnot. So you'll be using a lot of DPS would go to waste if you can't attack. Again, this is nice to block the damage, but this won't save you from stuns, like just being stunned or being hexed, being rooted. You know, it's gonna save you from the damage of, let's say, Red King stun, but you'll still be stunned. Lion can still stun you. You'll block the damage, but the effect will be still there, so it's gonna suck. So blacking bar again. If you can get away, this is the second one. If you can get away with those disables, maybe there's like again Lion, maybe there's Shadow Shaman. You know, Crystal Maiden as well can be really nasty with the spell damage. So just get the blacking bar. You don't really care about making some crazy damage attack speed items. It's completely fine. You have your range, you have this, you have the bonus already in here. You're also playing like post 4 anyways. You're not like you don't go like just the full way of a core, right? So kind of keep that in mind, right? It's not everything on your shoulders to be this extremely crazy killer hero, right? So yeah, again, if you need it, just keep in mind and get it. You'll probably need it at least at some point in the game. They'll probably get some items. If nothing, I don't know, maybe you get Ethereal Blade. You know, it also sucks, there's just one item. Break Silence. Anything like that. Orchid on you, Bloodthorn. You know, just kind of break free and continue attacking. So that is with those optional items, of course. One other fun item is Rod of Athos. Stats are really nice. It's like a 25 int almost, very nice boost on int. Strength and agility are also nice. So again, you take all of those stats, all of those you need, nothing is wasted. The root ability is also really nice. And as you can see, like the range goes pretty far. So if you pin somebody around here, you'll be easily available to attack him because of the pike. So you're gonna be doing extra damage with this. Once they start running away, you can push yourself forward with pike, continue hitting. It'll go off the cooldown soon, and then you can repeat it, or maybe you just kill them because you can slow them down with the chant as well. So it's just another great item that you can get, and this can also be made. I just want to show it. So you can upgrade that to not that one, this one. Eventually, it has also a really nice upgrade. Gleipnir, you can just route all 3 of them. I mean, there's some weird combos that you can do. Let's say if you had a scepter, you know, maybe you can do something like this. Catch all 3 of them, do a nice triple attack. Scepter is kind of more of a, it's not that serious. I would say it's more a meme item, but it can definitely be useful and nasty for the enemy team. It gives you 3 attacks on 3 enemy heroes, and gives you a nice knockback, so you can actually do it defensively as well and just build a nice distance. Continue running away and just turn it off. So 5 seconds cooldown, it's really low. You can just continue doing that, running away using this, or let's say this is Rod, doesn't have to be life, and you're slowing them down with this, healing yourself. It can be a fun way to play her, of course, but you know, it kind of depends. It's best when it's 3 targets. If it's 1 target, it's not that amazing, but still the stats are really nice, and you'll take all of the stats that Aghanim gives you. It's a lot of money though, and but yeah, it can be used to do funny stuff like that, you know.
I guess you're
That's also one way to do it. Other than Scepter, as usual, there's Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape for range. I don't know about Glimmer Cape. Do I really need it? If I made Glimmer Cape, if I would have made this, it would be probably made more for my team. Because as Ench, like I said, you will be covered with this and the talent. You'll have Black King Bar if there was need for that. You have your Pike. There's a heal, there's slow. This is 120 on first level, so this is like a double Hyperstone reduction on their attack speed, so nobody can really hit you. For them to hit you properly and break through this, somebody would need to make Silver Edge. Or maybe or if there's a Viper and he casts, I forgot the name, the AoE poison, that also breaks your passives. So it'd probably be something like Viper, something like Edge to really get rid of this, and just, you know, at the last level it becomes 200. There's also 65 here extra. So, you know, you'll be pretty covered. Whatever you want to do, if you want to make this, if not, it's completely up to you, really. I kind of usually don't make this. Or the game ends, or I just don't farm enough money. But something that kind of goes well is Shiva. Now, Shiva, again, because of this. So, Shiva slows any attacker attacking you by 45. Lowers their attack speed. So it just kind of adds 15 extra armor, adds 45 attack speed reduction. This is already there in full, you know, full force. There's also a talent tree if the game goes that long. It's gonna be really hard to just, you know, just try to hit Ench effectively and deal with her. And you can't even really nuke her right with spells, because then there's Hood and also the talent and also the Black King potentially, right? It's really hard to deal with her effectively without wasting everything, really. And you know, she'll be attacking back, of course, and you'll be taking all the damage. So yeah, it also gives you 30 int, so 30 int again, even more damage for this. Again, you're using everything. Nice AoE blast for 200 damage. So if the game doesn't require me to go anything like this or this, I might just rush Shiva and I kind of play with stuff like that, right? Not really much that Ench really needs in any way to like cover herself. Some like ints have a huge, not ints, support heroes get a huge mobility problems and whatnot. Ench also has it in a way, but it's not like you care that much. You just kind of don't care that much with Ench, because even if they catch up, they can't really hit you because of this and the whole spell thing, right? So even without the Black King Bar, it's still like it's only a matter of if you want to do the actual DPS, you'll probably survive running away anyways. You know, it's extremely annoying to kill her. So Shiva is also an option, and as the last one, or some people like to get this early, Hex also works great. Just hex the target. Hex target will slowly build distance. You can keep hitting the target, and once they're about to get out of Hex, you can use the slow, deal even more damage. If you played something like not Gleipnir, just Rod there, you can also use the Rod, keep hitting with the extra damage of Impetus. If there's Scepter, you can do that as well. So, you know, something in lines of a build like this. You know, this doesn't have to be upgraded. Rod is completely fine. Gives you a nice 3 target. It's just a nice 3 target option, right? You can see it's a pretty large AoE of effect. So that would pretty much it with the build. Shard is also it's like a nice continuous heal. Summons 3 wisps. So they're always around you, healing you, anybody that's close to you, even the creep wave. It's also a really nice upgrade, goes well with this, and you can see like hero is really well rounded, very well built from the beginning. You do not have to do much, just, you know, get Pike, get Black King Bar if you can't attack, get some spell protection passively if you need it, and you know, something like either Rod there, Shiva, or maybe just rush for Hex if you're able to farm, or the fights are going more in your favor. There's also Scepter, as I said, really interesting effect. But yeah, best build without missing my team, without missing enemy team. So I'll just leave it with something like this, you know, with the boots, of course. So something like this is what I would have went for. Yeah, it's like some changes, but that's it. So that'll be the whole item thing. You know, just keep disabling, pop the heals if you need it, if your team needs it. A couple of utility for you, for your team, and yeah, you're pretty good to go. That's it. Talent trees, like I said, first one will be magic resistance. You don't really care about movement speed. You'll have your stuff anyways. Second one is really, again, it's a choice. I can't say which one is better. This is more towards your team gameplay. Help your team a bit more. This is more for you. If you feel like you can quickly kill off a couple of enemy heroes because of this, then you can take it. But it's not like you need 45 extra damage. You're already dealing a lot with the whole pike impetus combo, especially if you have a scepter. You know, I think you have enough damage. It's not like, for example, Spirit Breaker also has something like this. But for Spirit Breaker, it can be much more beneficial. For Edge, she's kind of already there. So however you're gonna go with this, both are fine. Third one, like I said, I'm not playing any units that I'm controlling, so just take another buffed Hyperstone effect, right? In terms of reducing their attack speed. And last one is kind of again the same story as with this one. If you went for Wisps on the left, it's just better to go again for the Wisps. So you buff the number, you buff the amount they heal. It makes more sense. But then if you went with the right side for the damage, then it's better to just buff the damage even more and take the 6.5% more damage. You know, they kind of go together. This side goes with this side with that side. You can of course do a cross pick like this if you want. Again, you gotta kind of have to decide based on your team, on enemy team, how the fights go, how much are you surviving, are they killing important cores in your team, is carry dying too often, and you can kind of help them more with the heals. You know, if that's the case, you can make something like mechanism. That's not of the question as well. You can always make mechanism if you feel that way, or something like a holy locket. They work as well if you want to kind of lower the damage and stuff and just kind of go more towards even more towards support. It's always an option. And yeah, that pretty much it with Edge. Don't waste any more time. That is really fun, and I'll see you guys on the next one.